China and India continue to rely upon coal for more than half of their electricity supply. Given their needs for economic growth, it is wholly unreasonable to expect that India, Nigeria, Indonesia, and dozens of other countries, which collectively account for 2/3 of global population, will dramatically alter their production and use of fossil fuels in manners consistent with Paris-mandated objectives. Pope Francis himself wrote in his encyclical Laudato Si, "We are not faced with separate crises, one environmental, another economic, but rather one complex crisis with multiple challenges."
Mr. Keeley, with the remaining time I have available, I have a question for you, and it starts with a quote. The quote is, "We have a grave responsibility to ensure that children not be denied their future. The climate run amok is crying out to all of us to halt this illusion of omnipotence. We need a turning point, demonstrating a clear and tangible political will that can lead to a decisive acceleration of ecological transition." Do you know who said that?
I do not know who said it, but I do not. I think disclosure is a good thing. I think that was directed towards me. Disclosures are a good thing. That they're not equated with divestment. I wanted to make that point.
I'm glad to hear that, and thank you. The person who quoted that was the Pope. It seems as though in your opening statement, you characterized some of the Pope's positioning as not as a climate activist. He actually is quite a climate activist.
Very much.
Do you feel like emissions ought to be measured per capita, per person, or by flag?
I don't know what good any of those would do, but I think that we all should be examining our carbon footprints individually. If what you want to do to create a greener world, which I do want to create a greener world, you need to turn brown companies green, and you actually need to stop consuming fossil fuels, and you need to switch to a much cleaner energy mix.
Mr. Keeley, you've received a lot of questions today. I will not be asking you one, but I did want to thank you because several times you have emphasized that the most important thing we can do is to have consumers stop consuming fossil fuels. And that is exactly what the Price on Pollution program is designed to do. It's to incorporate the environmental costs of consuming fuels into the price signal so that people will, in fact, consume less. So I appreciate your endorsement of those programs.